You can totally skyrocket your network marketing business online if you know how to do it the right way. And we will show you later in this video.
Our students have used this system to grow audiences and teams of thousands of amazing people, and you can do it too. You just need to be smart about it. So here's what we want you to do. Click the link below so you can learn our system. We're giving it away for free. It's only 3 steps, and you can enroll as many people as you want. In fact, this is the same 3-step formula that I used to enroll over 2,000 people into my own team in just 90 days.
And this simple 3-step process that can be downloaded for free is the secret to your success?
Yes, click the link below so you can learn our system. We're giving it away for free.
Click the link below to learn our system.
We're giving it away for free.
And get instant access and download the social influencer formula for free.
In case we are meeting for the first time, we are the Beach Boss Influencers.
If any of you have been around for about a year or so, you may have remembered a video I uploaded on January 9th of 2023 titled Reviewing the Beach Boss Influencer's Free Course. Something I haven't talked about on my channel yet was an email I got from YouTube on July 25th, 2023. The email was about a copyright takedown request by Beach Boss Influencers. Spoiler alert, YouTube denied the request and stated that my video was covered under fair use. After reading through the entire, in my opinion of course, false, again in my opinion, copyright takedown request, I found even more information that has to do with funnel hacking. Get ready for what started off as something I wasn't really going to make a video about because this type of stuff happens all the time with copyrights and cease and desist and stuff like that within the content genre or niche, I guess you could say, that I create. But this has now turned into something that I just have to talk about. Beach Boss Influencers, Ben, Funnel Hacking Live, and 2 Comma Club, welcome to your tape. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, this is hopefully, if I can get this filmed, edited, all of that fun stuff, hopefully this will be my last video of 2023 because I want to end off the year this way. If you watched the intro already, you kind of already have an idea of what this particular video is going to be about. So yes, you heard right. I received a copyright takedown notice. Well, it was the finalized version of it that YouTube sent me, which we are going to be going over today. I find this so fascinating because, first of all, in my opinion, my unprofessional opinion, I do think that this was a false copyright takedown notice. But after going ahead and just kind of reading through the whole thing, I ended up just finding out that there was another person that was kind of in the mix named Ben Pang, and I can use his name because he does present himself as a public figure. It looks as if, judging by his Instagram profile, that he did also create an app, so it's not like he's a private citizen or anything like that. He does present himself as a public figure. As of writing my script for this video, currently in the world of TikTok and YouTube, the copyright takedown conversation is being had due to the TikTok mortician and her lawyer. I think her name's Janet or something like that, but it's whatever. It's neither here nor there. But I won't be making a video about that only because it is an ongoing conversation. Maybe when all of it is kind of finished, they go to court because I believe it's going to court now. But maybe I'll do a deep dive once it's all said and done. But at the time of filming this, it is an ongoing conversation and I just would not be able to keep up with it the way that other channels have been. So speaking of, I will be leaving the names of channels that have been covering that because if you don't know about it, it is such an interesting topic and it's just wild the way that it has progressed. There is, I forget her name, Angelica Oles. I think that's her name. I'm so sorry if I'm saying her name incorrectly, but I just stumbled upon her because of this situation. So I'll be linking her videos below because she's been covering it. Marky, I think that's how you say his name as well. I will put his videos in there. And if I stumble across any other videos, I will also link those so that you can kind of get an idea of everything that's going on because to me, it's just fascinating, but it's all about copyright and stuff like that. Oh, and Paige, formerly known as Petty Paige, I don't know if you guys watched her, she has also done something, and I believe they tried to claim part of her video. Anyway, I'm sure that y'all just do not care about me rambling on and on about all of this stuff because you probably came here for something else. Timestamps will be in the description box. And I guess let's just start off by going over the copyright takedown notice from Beach Boss Influencers.
We're giving it away for free.
Get instant access and download the social influencer formula for free.
Click the link below so you can learn our system.
We're giving it away for free.
Click the link below to learn our proven system. We're giving it away for free.
I find it interesting that Beach Boss Influencers came after a creator who, and I'm talking about myself obviously, but whose video at the time of typing up my script and at the time of filming this, which is in December of 2023, has only 1,115 views. In the grand scheme of things, when it comes to YouTube, it just has no views. 1,000 views is nothing. And I'm not saying that to put anybody else down who has a smaller channel or who has smaller view counts. I mean, if you look at my channel, my view count is kind of all over the place, but it has been dropping only because I haven't been uploading. So of course, when you don't upload, when you're not consistent, the algorithm just doesn't really push out your videos. But anyway, in the grand scheme of things, that a little over 1,000 views is nothing when it comes to YouTube. There are people that have hundreds of millions of views on their videos, or people who have hundreds of thousands of views on their videos. So my little measly 1,000 views is really not a lot. But something that I wanted to mention, because these Beach Boss Influencer boss babes decided to come after my video and do this copyright takedown notice. So I, at one point a few years ago, probably within the first year and a half of me starting this channel as the genre or niche that it kind of has been, talking about scams and anti-MLM and all of that kind of stuff. But I had an issue, a really big issue at one point. It was my video about Jodi Arias, and I did a link between, it's when I was doing my anti-MLM true crime hybrid videos. But I had accounts who, for whatever reason, targeted that video, and they were just copying and pasting. So they were taking the video, posting it on their channel as their own. So I believe that that's a big problem, because they weren't making it transformative or anything like that. It was just my video. They even use the intro and outro music that is in fact copyrighted by the person who made it for me, and they were, as I said already, uploading it as their own video. Those accounts had tens of, even hundreds of thousands of subscribers and a lot of views on the videos. They weren't transformative or anything, just like I just said. But I say all of this to kind of frame what I believe was a false copyright takedown against myself. What is frustrating is they consider themselves influencers, or maybe even content creators, if you will. So they should know how YouTube's system works and how doing this can be detrimental to a creator's channel. This is what it states on Google when it pertains to YouTube and copyright and everything like that. So it says, copyright law requires sites like YouTube to process copyright removal requests. Removal requests must meet all the legal requirements to be considered valid. What happens if my content is removed because of a copyright removal request? When your content is removed due to a copyright removal request, a copyright strike is applied to your channel. Just keep in mind as well that a copyright strike and a copyright claim are two separate things. So a copyright strike is the bad thing, where it as soon as you get 3, then you no longer have a channel and you can't upload it, or you can't have any other channels as well. Copyright claim is a little bit different. That I've gotten those before. They have also been false copyright claims because of different companies trying to claim something that wasn't even that company's. It was stock footage that I got from either Pixabay or Pexels. So that is completely different, because a copyright claim, if you are actually using copyrighted material, and let's say that it's from like Sony or something or whatever, then you just won't be able to monetize, or any monetization, like any money that you make, any ad revenue, will go to that other company. So in this example, Sony. So Beach Boss Influencers, if you did in fact know this little tidbit of information, were you being petty and wanted to have a strike issued against my channel? Or were you just upset that someone was critiquing your free course, which, might I add, is not even behind a paywall?
We're giving it away for free.
Click the link below to learn our system.
We're giving it away for free. We've made this free guide called the Social Influencer Formula, and you can click to download it right now. Click now and get your free copy. We're giving it away for free.
Click the link below to learn our proven system. We're giving it away for free.
Get instant access and download the Social Influencer Formula for free.
Click the link below so you can learn our system.
We're giving it away for free.
Oh, and to these boss babes, you do realize that in your attempt to take down my video due to copyright, the portion of the video that you claimed also included my commentary, my transformative commentary, which means that you were also trying to say that my commentary was copyrighted by you guys, which I find just absolutely ironic. It does actually frustrate me a little bit because it's just annoying. Like, how annoying can you possibly be? It's annoying as f. Okay, so I have my computer on this side. I'm going to be reading off of it. I did move my mic over, so hopefully it'll pick it up and it won't just be awkward audio. But let's go ahead and go over this email in case there are some content creators watching this and maybe you've never received something like this. But let's go ahead and go over what YouTube sent me. Hello, we received the copyright infringement notification below regarding your videos. We believe your content is protected by fair use, fair dealing, or a similar exception to copyright protection. We are writing to let you know we do not plan to remove your video or videos at this time. You have control over the availabilities of videos on your channel, including the ability to delete them if you choose. Please be advised, it is possible the copyright owner will approach you directly to request removal or take other action. This email is not intended as legal advice. If you are interested in more information regarding our options in this matter, you may wish to consult a qualified attorney. Please note the complainant's physical address and phone number have been redacted from the copyright infringement notification below. And then it says begin copy of notice. I will say that I know that because I actually had a very short conversation with Julie Jo. If you guys don't know, she does anti-MLM and anti-scam content here on YouTube. But because I did post this on my story and I kind of did one of those like haha type of things on my Insta story, and she ended up seeing it. We had a very short conversation in the DMs. She did get a cease and desist from Beachboss Influencers. I believe she did make a video about it, so if I remember, I will leave it linked below. So I'm not the only one who has gotten some kind of email notification or copyright takedown notice or something like that from these people. But anyway, let's go ahead and keep going. So it says copyright infringement notification confirmation. Thank you for submitting a copyright takedown request. Your request will be reviewed to make sure it's valid and includes all required elements. In your request, you have asked that we remove the videos and prevent any copies from being uploaded in the future. We'll reply to this email when we've taken action on your request. To check the status of your takedown request, go to the Removal Request tab in YouTube Studio's copyright page. From here, you can also turn off the Prevent Copies feature. This is a feature that makes best efforts to prevent copies of the videos you asked us to remove from being re-uploaded to YouTube. Keep in mind that this feature should only be selected when you have exclusive worldwide rights to the content specified in your takedown request. Here's the information you gave us. So of course it says copyright owner name, company name if applicable, and it says Adrian Lindeen. I don't know if I'm saying that properly, but then it says your full legal name, aliases, usernames or initials not accepted, and it says that name again. Your title or job position, what is your authority to make this complaint? And it says director. Username, Beachboss Influencers. Email address. Remember how I talked about someone named Ben? Well, I completely missed this part of it until later, but it says email address, so this is the primary address that they listed, is ben@benjaminpang.com. The secondary email address is Adrian's email because it's the @Beachboss Influencers email. So then it says URL of allegedly infringing video to be removed, and it's my video. Describe the work allegedly infringed. My written work. Title of the written work, Social Influencer Formula. Type of written work, PDF. Where does the content appear? This is where it gets really funny for me. The content appears in the targeted video from 4 minutes and 12 seconds to 29 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, so let's focus on that timestamp really quick. So that's funny that you're claiming all of that in the video. And you want to know why? Because is this your work? So these influencer courses, what works for these people might not transfer to every single type of influencer, every single niche of influencing. It might not be the same. In addition to that, the influencer world, influencer marketing all of that is constantly evolving. What about this? We hear all the time that you have to be a product of the product. When I was in Beachbody, oh, and let's not forget this part of the video as well. But that really bothers me when they don't talk about the company name or the product name. There's obviously more parts of my video that are transformative. These are just a few examples that I wanted to show on the screen just to kind of prove my point. But there's obviously more to the video where I kind of either ramble, because like I said in the beginning of this video, y'all know that I like to ramble, or that I'm providing my commentary. And they tried to claim that content as their own as well, because that's what was put in this copyright takedown request. I don't know if they did that maybe on accident. Maybe they were trying to claim that the formula, the PDF file that I was going over was being infringed on. However, you can't claim the entire video, well, not the entire video, but a majority of the video, where I'm also providing my commentary, because guess what? That's not your copyrighted material. That's my content. In case the audience, or even maybe some content creators who are watching this, in case you're new to the conversation, or even if Beachboss Influencers maybe doesn't know this, let me present to you something called fair use. I used to actually put in some of my old videos, it is in my description box below, but I do put the copyright fair use disclaimer. If I remember, I'll put it up on the screen as well, but it's in every single description box of mine and all of my videos, going all the way back to, I guess, the beginning of my anti-MLM content. I can't remember 100% if I put it in the older ones or when I started doing it, but it's been there since either 2019 or 2020. But anyway, according to copyright.gov, they define fair use as follows. Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Copyright Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something is a fair use and identifies certain types of uses such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research as examples of activities that may qualify as fair use. I didn't present this course as my own. I did talk about how it was Beachboss Influencers. I talked about the title of the course. I even put it in the flippin' title of the video. But anyway, back to this side of my desk. I'm so sorry. This video is going to be all over the place. But this is what YouTube had to say to Beachboss Influencers. Hi, Beachboss Influencers. Thank you for your removal request. We've reviewed your request and need some more information from you before we can proceed. Please read the entire email carefully for a complete update of each video's status. Add video details, action needed. Now, I'm not going to go ahead and go into the rest of this because we're going to be here all day if I keep reading everything from YouTube, because this is just stuff that they have to put in here. They do give more information about what is fair use in the United States. But anyway, let's keep going. So they put all of the same information in again about who it is, the username, email. However, now let's go ahead and go over the hot mess express that is the answers to the questions that YouTube gave them. How much of your copyrighted work is used? All of it. The video revealed all the content in the social influencer formula which people have to submit their email for. This is not fair use. It's exposing our copyrighted materials in public for her own gain. Or are you just upset that I was maybe critiquing your video and you didn't like what I had to say? There were even times where I agreed with certain things. However, I did follow it up and say I don't agree when it comes to MLM or network marketing, but I do agree that this works for other industries, I guess you can say. Anyway, how is the market for your original work affected by this use? All of it. As mentioned, she showed all the copyrighted content in the video, which is not supposed to be made public. Does this significantly transform your original work, or does it serve the same purpose? This has significantly damaged the value of our original work because it's not supposed to be made public. So were you just upset because it seems like you just keep saying the same thing over and over again, that it's not supposed to be made public? So is that what you're upset about? That it was made public? Even though it's not behind a paywall, you just have to put your email address in it. It's not that hard to get this information. Does this use fall into an exception to copyright protection? Please note that we may share your response with the uploader or uploaders. This doesn't fall into exception to the copyright protection. And it was signed Ben. So when I saw that it was signed Ben, I was like, who the heck is Ben? I never saw Ben in any of their promos or their ads or anything like that, at least in ones that were targeted towards me on Facebook and Instagram, which, side note, oh my gosh, I have to kind of just rant about this for a second. I created another Instagram for my plant hobby because I'm pretty sure that people on my main account were probably getting just annoyed that I kept talking about plants. So I just made an entire Instagram dedicated to my plants and a YouTube channel dedicated to my plants. But even on my plant Instagram, where it is about plants, okay? Houseplants and gardening, I got targeted for these stupid Beach Boss influencer ads. It's like they can't leave me alone. And so when I saw that ad, I was like, you know what? Hey, I got a copyright takedown notice. So I decided to read through it again because I wanted to have a nice little tee-hee about it. But yeah, these people just haunt my existence on this planet. So they wonder why people think that they're annoying and stuff, or they wonder why some of us have a critique. It's because of just how aggressive they are with their marketing. I went back to the notice from YouTube, and that's when I noticed something. This is what I mentioned before. I saw the email that said ben@benjaminpaying.com. So that's when I kind of asked myself, did I miss something? Was some person named Ben filing this instead of Adrian? Is this person Ben maybe their lawyer, attorney, or something along those lines? We're going to dive a little bit deeper into Ben, but just to give you a little bit of an introduction before I close out this section of the video, because I would like to go over the denied request because it is just so satisfying to read that YouTube sided with me. But yeah, keep Ben in mind for a little bit later. I did end up finding him on Instagram, which again, we will go over in a little bit. But yeah, it's a whole nother rabbit hole. But to close out this section of the video, because it is just so satisfying to see this email from YouTube and I wanted to share it with all of you guys. I'm being a little petty at this point, but it says, "Hi Beach Boss influencers, thank you for your response. We've reviewed it and provided updates below. Request denied. We remain concerned that your copyright notification is not valid for the video or videos listed below. As a result, the content will remain live on YouTube." Suck it, Beach Boss influencers. Which obviously means that YouTube did recognize this as fair use. So thank you, YouTube, for sticking on the creator side of something like this, because yeah, it's just a little ridiculous. Since we've kind of wrapped this up on this portion of the video, let's go ahead and get into who the heck this Ben character is. So, Ben, welcome to your portion of the video. If you decide to claim this portion as a privacy thing or something like that, YouTube, just so you know, if in case anyone has to review this, Ben is presenting himself as a public figure. He did also create some kind of an app or something like that. So, yeah, he's a public figure. He's not a private citizen. Anyway, he puts all of this stuff out into the public on social media. I decided to go ahead and look up benjaminpaying.com because that was the @ that was in the email. The site doesn't exist, so I decided to test it out in the Wayback Machine, and nothing popped up over there either, which I thought was just a little bit odd. That's when I started looking for Mr. Paying on Google. Well, I found this young man, and it really wasn't that hard to find him, but I will say I'm going to pop up, pictures and stuff like that on the screen of his Instagram, like a screenshot, and I am going to be blurring out certain people that aren't reoccurring people in his photos because they just seem as though they would be considered more private citizens. But anyway, it really wasn't that hard to find him on Instagram. It also wasn't very hard to find some interesting things that were on his profile. So these two pictures of him with the Beach Boss babes I found interesting. I saw that in the one picture there was an award and that it said ClickFunnels written on it, so I saw that. And then I saw that it was part of Funnel Hacking Live, which is we're gonna go over that in a little bit, but Holy crap, wait until you guys see the intro video that they have for that. So I saw that it said Funnel Hacking Live, and the other photo that was taken at, I don't know if it was the same event or what it was, but it was for the 2 Comma Club. Well, it was thanks to Ben that I went down yet another rabbit hole. The rabbit hole that is all about ClickFunnels, because that is what Funnel Hacking Live and 2 Comma Club are about. But before we go over that, I have to answer the question, who the heck is Ben? Judging by his LinkedIn, he seems like one of these entrepreneur boss bro types. If you've been watching my anti-multi-level marketing and anti-scam content for quite a while now, you probably know the type that I'm talking about. However, it says that he's co-founder of Beachboss Influencers. Other than that, there really isn't anything too shocking to know about him. I'm sure if I dug a bit deeper, I could uncover more, but to be completely honest, I didn't really have any interest in digging deeper besides just wanting to know who Ben was to the Beachboss Influencers, and I got my answer. You might be wondering, what is a ClickFunnel? I mean, I have heard the term before, but I never really just looked into the nitty-gritty of what a ClickFunnel is. I know the general gist of it, so I decided to go on the ClickFunnels website. And here is what they have to say about what a ClickFunnel is. What is ClickFunnels, and why are all your entrepreneurial friends talking about it? Learn everything you need to know about our service right here. What is ClickFunnels? Well, you've come to the right place to learn about it. In case you hadn't noticed, you're on the ClickFunnels website, winky emoji face, and we're extremely proud of the service we've created. ClickFunnels is for ambitious dads who want to leave their 9-to-5 job. It's for stay-at-home moms who want to build a business of their own. It's for the college grad who wants to make extra money online. And yes, I am being very sarcastic at this point in the video because this is the same bullshit that is spewed by these people, these entrepreneurs. It's the same stuff that we hear from the MLM people, the boss bros, the boss babes, all of that. It's the same regurgitated line we hear. It's the same people that they target all the time. And they target the vulnerable, the people who are looking for an out. I mean, it literally says it right there on the ClickFunnels website. Ultimately, it's for crazy entrepreneur types who want to change the world and build a better life. So what is ClickFunnels? At its core, ClickFunnels is an online tool for building high-converting websites and sales funnels. But it's so much more than that. We help entrepreneurs generate leads, sell products, and everything in between. We've set out to make ClickFunnels an all-in-one service for entrepreneurs who don't want to use multiple confusing tools for different things. With ClickFunnels, you can build a website, generate leads, make sales, grow your email list, and create a brand. That doesn't sound too bad, right? Well, it seems like it's just a way for them to try and sell their products and just kind of market themselves. But I did come across a Reddit thread, and now I know that Reddit is not a reliable source, but it's a good place to start when it comes to testimonials or people who have other opinions on this. Because if you're just reading that website, then it might not seem as bad as some people make it out to be. So I wanted to go over this Reddit thread and just kind of give you an idea of what other people are saying about it. Okay, so let's go over this Reddit thread. The question, it says, does anyone else hate ClickFunnels as much as I do? Is it a pyramid scheme? So the person said how they're always bombarded with these elite CEOs offering $97 courses that will teach you how to quit your 9-to-5 and make 6 figures with Facebook ads. Said person also asked, are they advertisements written and designed so poorly that they just appear to be a scam, or are they actually a pyramid scheme or a scam? One person said, they sell courses on how to be successful. If you buy junk like that, you'll never be successful. They may not be scams and only sell junk, but just like the scammers, they make it obvious that something is so wrong, so they only receive inquiries from the supremely naive people. Another person responded to that comment and said, I signed up for a couple newsletters just out of curiosity. It somehow gets worse. Then there's someone who is very passionate, might I add, about these ClickFunnels. And they said they are effing scumbags. Firstly, because they peddle things they know won't work to people who are naive or desperate at ridiculously high prices for what you get. Secondly, because they have mantras like, one funnel away to try and guilt the many people who fail by following their instructions, which they know don't work, into thinking it's their fault. They must have done something wrong, didn't hustle hard enough, it worked for everyone else. Anything to squeeze just one more month from them, when in reality, everyone making money is doing it by selling it to other people. Third, because they took the slightly naughty practice of competitor emulation, borrowing ideas from successful competitors, and turned it into an effing sport for uncreative a-holes. They proudly use funnel hacker as a label for themselves, meaning they will see what you're doing and if it's working. Just copy it exactly. Expect 50 mommy bloggers and Nigerian entrepreneurs to be doing the same exact thing, blowing up your ad costs, driving down your clicks, and generally just buzzing around like flies on shit. Not similar, no effort to improve, the exact same copy and pasted. Someone else said the technology is good, they make decent landing pages, but what it gets used for is junk products. So many people got rich selling garbage. Now they sell how to sell garbage and it won't ever work. They took advantage of the market in some way and they sell it back. You won't ever make it work unless you are ahead of the curve. Buying the junk sold by ClickFunnels salespeople puts you behind the curve. If you want to be your own business, make something of value instead of selling intellectual junk. And you won't need ClickFunnels to sell something either. Just market the right way and have a good sales process for a solid product or service. Just by reading about ClickFunnels and people's experiences, the emails that I've also gotten from Beach Boss, it seems very similar, at least in my opinion. I have so many emails from these Beach Boss people at this point. I wanted to go ahead and go over 2 ClickFunnels events or clubs or whatever that I saw the Boss Babes and Ben attend and taking pictures at, because y'all, like I said before, the one intro video had me cracking up at how cringy it was. Okay, that's the first thing. But also it made me so sad because it is so clear that they are targeting specific people. So the Funnel Hacking Live website, it doesn't have anything on there besides that there's a wait list in order to sign up for the event. And of course, you have to input your email for it. But they do have an intro video. We're going to go ahead and react to that real quick. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and react to this video.
There are so many people walking around who don't know that they can change the world.
You were born to do something great with your life. As an entrepreneur, you're going to have painful experiences, but all pain is temporary. And if you can survive it, you will meet another version of yourself.
So I have to pause this because I don't know if I'm going to get any type of copyright or anything for the video. I might even, after I upload it onto YouTube, I might get some kind of notification, so I might have to voice over what they're saying in my own way. However, that's why I'm stopping it so early already. But just right there, how culty, how absolutely culty does this seem already? I mean, they're holding hands, they have their eyes closed, people are crying. This is pain. You have to have the pain in order to get through it, and all of these dramatics. Sir, you're talking about ClickFunnels, okay? You're talking about ClickFunnels. Don't get me wrong. We have our own business, so I get how it can be very stressful. There is a lot of stuff that goes into being a small business owner. I totally get it, but this is ClickFunnels, okay? It's not that serious.
I was just numb. We were racking up credit cards. We stopped paying for our house. We literally were selling furniture out of our home.
I felt trapped and exhausted by my life, and I couldn't see a way out.
I felt like a shell of who I was made to be.
In life, you are most capable of helping the person you used to be. If you used to be broke, you can help broke people. If you used to be broken, you can help broken people.
It starts with you. You hear the call. You feel it. It's beating, it's pulsing. I'm made for something more.
We get
scared. And then fear hits us.
The little voices in the back of our head.
I'm not ready. I'm not worthy. The driven say, no, I'm going to do it. The driven are you guys here today.
This seems, again, I know that I already said it, but this just seems so culty. And again, I know that I'm going to be saying like the same thing over and over again, but it's just so mind-blowing that these people continuously get away with this because they prey on vulnerable people, in my opinion, of course. But that's all that they're doing. They're just preying on vulnerable people who are stuck, who maybe want to leave their 9 to 5, who maybe they are a stay-at-home mom and they do want to be able to contribute to the household in a different way, because a stay-at-home mom does contribute to the family, whether it may not be in the same way of a traditional job or owning a business as like a traditional business and everything. It might not be the same, but a stay-at-home mom, because I just want to say this for any of the stay-at-home moms out there, you are still contributing to the family. Because something that when people say to me, because I guess I don't really know. I think I would be considered a work from home mom, not really a stay-at-home mom, because I do still work for our business. It's just way more lenient than most work from home jobs. But I will say that when people say to me like, oh, so you just stay home all day and you just watch and play with your kid. Let me just make something crystal clear for those people. If you have children, when you go to work, you pay someone to watch your children and feed your children, correct? So don't try to make a stay-at-home mom or someone who does work from home, for example, and is the default parent, do not try to make them feel a certain kind of way, okay? So that's one thing that I wanted to say. I know I'm a little more feisty than usual in this video, but y'all, I have just had, I've been going through it for the past few months. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue.
More people are finding their breaking point and waking up.
I have a calling. Yesterday I realized I have to do this.
There's a soul here at ClickFunnels.
I felt like I had gone through the wardrobe of the Chronicles of Narnia, and I was just like, what is this magical place that makes billionaires?
I'm going to show you the magic trick that's made me all of my money.
My best-selling framework.
You have to start out closing if you're going to end up closing.
82% of customers trust influencers.
This better blow your mind and allow you to predict the future. People need aliveness and meaning again.
Who do you want to become? What do you want to felt and experience in this one precious life?
You wouldn't be able to tell, but I ran the New York Marathon when I was 19. Life happened, and my mom passed away. One of my daughters had a traumatic brain injury, wasn't expected to live.
When you meet somebody that continues to push through adversity, that is the definition of an entrepreneur. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna sponsor you through this journey because everybody deserves an opportunity. What you do with it is up to you.
I will say that lady's, that woman's story that she just said, that is probably, that is just so horrible. And if that lady ever comes across this video, I am so sorry that you had to go through pain like that and you had to go through life like that, a hard point in your life like that. So that woman's story, yeah, it even got me choked up a little bit. So I will say that part of the video is completely warranted to be crying. But why are these other people crying? Earlier in the video, when they're talking about their ClickFunnels, why are we crying about ClickFunnels? Okay, and this is why I said in the beginning that they target vulnerable people. That's what they do, because these people are easy targets. I'm not saying that to be demeaning or condescending. I was swindled into MLMs too, at a vulnerable part of my life, and for reasons that, yeah, it sucks, okay? So I'm not saying that to be condescending, because I've been there. I've definitely been there. But this is just who they target, because people like that, people like myself back in the past, yeah, we are easy targets.
People feel a sense of belonging here.
It feels like home. It's so encouraging, because if they can do it, so can I.
It starts with saying, hey, next year we're going to get better.
Russell has a way of teaching that makes success faster.
In my opinion, he's the best marketer who ever lived.
You find exactly what your business is missing.
It's going to amplify.
He's the best marketer that ever lived, but I've never heard of him before. So I just wanted to add that in here.
It's going to amplify every campaign you do.
If you've been thinking there has to be a better way to do this than what you're being told, I'm here to tell you you're right.
People might say you're too young or you're too old or your body's not right or you didn't go to the right school. Then one day, they're telling people how they met you.
Funnel Hacking Live changed my entire life because now I know what I'm going to do next.
Your family's going to be blessed. Your legacy's going to be blessed. Movements are about to be birthed.
My story hopefully gave women permission.
Gave women permission for what? Exactly. When I saw that the first time around, I was just furious because gave women permission for what? Women don't need permission. They don't need permission from you. They don't need permission from anybody else. Just do it. As Shia LaBeouf said, do it.
You do not have to be great to get started, but you have got to start if you ever want to be great.
What are we, part of Tron with that ending? Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a bad comparison because I love Tron, so that was, yeah, that was offensive. Anyway, oh, bless you. So yeah, sorry about that, Tron and Tron fans. That was very offensive for me to say something like that. Anyway, did you see that intro video? Did you see how absolutely ridiculous all of that is and how it is clear who they are targeting? And it's just, this is, I really would love for some kind of occult expert to watch that because my God, that was, it just screams large awareness training. I think that's what they're called. That's kind of what it reminds me of, is that it's just toxic positivity. I haven't talked about that on this channel in a long time, but that's what it is. It's toxic positivity at its best. And it's just so heartbreaking to see that there are people who fall for it, and people will continue to fall for it, unfortunately. So that is why I make these types of videos, in order to kind of prevent that from happening. Well, hopefully prevent that from happening. But anyway, that is going to be the end for this section of the video. So let's go ahead and get into the next section. Okay, so now I want to go ahead and go over just very briefly about the 2 Comma Club, because just like the Funnel Hacking Live just had the intro video, but for the 2 Comma Club, they just, again, there's no information. It just talks about the awards, and we will be reacting to the video that they have on their site as well. But just by judging by the top of the website where it says the award application deadline for Funnel Hacking Live 2023 has passed, so obviously it's all connected. New applications received will be considered for the 2024 event. At the bottom of the website, it even talks about ClickFunnels yet again. So what I find interesting is that in order to even be considered for one of these awards, and they do have different tiers for it, but you have to apply, and the application fee is $500. I wonder how much you have to pay for the actual award itself once you are deemed that you are deserving of this award. And I think that now would be a great time to go ahead and react to the video that they have on their website. Okay, so really quick, my apologies, but I'm gonna have to do the rest of this as a voiceover, only because I thought that my other camera battery was charged, but it is not. So unfortunately, my camera has completely unalived itself. So let's go ahead and react to it. I did take some thumbnail pictures ahead of time, so maybe I'll add those in just for comedic relief.
For all of the blood, sweat, and tears that goes in every single day to create amazing businesses, there's no reward for being an entrepreneur. We want to create the Oscars or the Emmys of entrepreneurship. And that's really where the Two Comma Club began.
There's 2 commas and $1 million, and that was the significance behind it.
All these years, and here we are. Like, I can't believe we did it. Like, $1 million. It was soap and lotion. Like, whoa.
Right now, we're building the Two Comma Club C Award because we got a whole handful of people that are almost to $100 million inside of a funnel.
I did it all myself.
I mean, I see grandmas making funnels.
These guys all did it.
So does that mean that we are targeting grandmas? Leave the grandmas alone, okay? Leave the grandmas alone. I'm so sick and tired of people targeting grandmas and grandpas. Leave them alone, please. Anyway, what I wanted to say is this guy looks really familiar. Is this the same guy from the last thing? I think it is. Holy shit, it is. Is that the Russell guy that they're talking about? I wonder if I can do a deep dive into that dude because I haven't even seen his name. But I find it really funny how they said that they wanted to be the, what was it, the Grammys and the Emmys of entrepreneurs. Just that's what this award is supposed to be.
But I can do it now too.
It's kind of like those, it's too good to be true, but it's true.
Two Comma Club.
I made it into the Two Comma Club.
Do it! Do it!
If we can affect a single entrepreneur,
Do it! Just do it!
Never thought I'd get this.
probably there, I think. The ripple effect it has through their customers and all the people they're gonna have, it literally changed the world.
Just do it!
I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm so mad that my camera unalived itself because I wish you guys would have just seen my reaction. I literally did the Shia LaBeouf. I just talked about Shia LaBeouf before, but I did the just do it. I know that I repeated myself quite a number of times, but I'm mind blown that these people still get away with this kind of stuff. It's absolutely ridiculous to me, but this is why people who create content in certain genres like anti-scam and anti-multi-level marketing, all of that, this is why these people make this type of content for consumer education, for consumer advocacy, because this is ridiculous. And some people who maybe are in a vulnerable position, they might not know any better. They might not know that this could possibly be a scam. This could possibly put them into debt. They don't know these things because they just want an out. I love how what started off as talking about beach boss influencers trying to take down my video turned into ClickFunnels and all of this other information. Anyway, I'm glad that YouTube sided with me because it does fall under fair use. I made it transformative with my commentary, and I find it absolutely ironic that they claimed a huge chunk of my video that also included my own content. So they were trying to use the copyright takedown system to take down content that wasn't even theirs. This has been just absolutely wild. And I wanted to say thank you so much for watching. In 2024, I would like to get more videos out. So I wanted to say for those of you who do still come back and watch my videos, I just wanted to say thank you. And thank you for giving me the chance to still provide you with some kind of content because I do enjoy making content. It has just been very hard for me lately. So with all that said, I'm hoping that I can get more videos out in 2024 and be a little bit more consistent. But thank you so much for watching this video and watching all of my other videos. It truly means a lot that I can have some kind of a voice. So anyway, thank you. And as always, this is Monica reporting to you live from a highway. Bye.